Hello, moviegoers, and welcome to the Pickled Punk movie interview with JP. So, how are you doing this afternoon?
I am doing great, like I just had my favorite shake before going to the gym. Mango, that is.
Well, thanks for coming to the interview, and congratulations on getting your first short film into the Broken Knuckle Film Festival, The Mango Thief. Well, I noticed that the movie is listed as a comedy, so how would you describe the genre of this movie yourself, being the director?
It is a comedy, but for any of you Nintendo fans, it's like the Nintendo classic of films. It's got a little bit of everything, from the hero's journey, like The Legend of Zelda, that Link goes on, to action, wham, like Metroid, to the romance of Mario trying to get the princess. So it is like the Nintendo classic of short films.
So, being it's such a unique film, who did you intend this movie to be for, and who do you think will walk away with something after watching this film?
I made it for people that are all about that geek life. I myself am a super geek DJ, and so I do all types of geek stuff. Started back in going to conventions, comic conventions, and I got influenced by video games once again. And then, things like Fallout and Dragon Age. And of course, I had the history of playing Nintendo games. So I put that all into this movie, and I want it to be for people that are a little bit stuck in that video game world, that are stuck on the couch and need to get off the couch, put that controller down, get their lives together, and have some fun in life, doing their real purpose and finding something to do in life that was designed for them to level up in.
Well, I can agree with that. And in terms of being a director, you'd obviously have to work with actors. How was working with actors and casting, and were all the actors in the film your first choice to do so?
Definitely I made sure the actors loved mangoes, and besides that, I just took whoever would come. But it was actually really easy to cast. I was kidding about all that. It's easy to cast for this. It was just maybe the second or third people in casting for each role. We had a non-bot lead the cast who's like a phenomenal theater actor, and theater actors have a lot of range. They could be sad, happy, get into fight scenes, be anything you basically want. So he was a great theater actor playing the lead role of Rob, the guy who was robbed of his mangoes. And then we had Jennifer Straub. She was awesome because she had this sensibility of having a go-getter sensibility, take no shit type of girl who will put her foot down. So she played opposite of Anand as Rob's girlfriend. And so then we had Drew Kutnick, who was the Mango Thief, and he had a little bit of quirkiness to him, and a bit of his own self and unique identity that he brought into the Mango Thief. So I really liked working with Drew. So those were the three main actors, and they all were cast pretty well and pretty early on.
An equally important part of directing any movie is also the actual filming. So how was working through the cinematography, and around how many people did you have working the cameras during the filming of this project?
Overall, like actors and cameras, there's about 10 people that took part in this production, and I tried to keep it at a low minimum, which was a smart idea because very much it's hard to schedule everybody to get there on days. There's a lot of scheduling conflicts. That was the toughest part of this whole thing. Just scheduling and working around different people's schedules. Main part, just scheduling. Just a big mess. And after that, just who's going to take on what type of work and putting in the work. That was the hardest part to make this happen. I did like a lot of the different things like editing. I did the composition, soundtrack for this film. I also acted a little bit in it. So there was a lot going on.
Alright. So, The Mango Thief has a lot of different aspects to it, but what do you think is the main message to walk away from after watching this movie?
Fuck the criminals! I'm just kidding about that. But definitely it is a little bit about law enforcement. I wanted to shine light on a little bit of aspects of what's going on in the world today. We see a lot of cops taking heat for things that they're doing, but there's a reason sometimes that they get into this different conflict with criminals. And besides that, I wanted to show, again, of course, a geek life. That type of life where a video gamer comes into his own self and finds something that he can do in this world and that he was made to do through his whole journey as a human being. So it's a hero's journey from something level 0 or level 1 and going up to level 12 and getting that 1-up power.
Well,
getting those power-ups.
That's true. And speaking of The Mango Thief, in terms of future, do you ever think that we might get a sequel to The Mango Thief? Perhaps Mango Thief 2?
Yes. Never say never. If I feel the inspiration, I will go forth and do it. Or if the people demand The Mango Thief 2, more mangoes will be eaten, thrown, and destroyed by sledgehammers and whatever else we could find.
Well, show must go on, but in terms of the first Mango Thief, what do you think is the most memorable scene of the film?
I would say it's very close between several scenes, but because I do love the love story where they're just on the couch, and I love the dream sequence where the Mango Thief is destroying mangoes, but I think the one that sticks out for everyone and their favorite thing was the action scene where they're doing the fight scene. And that fight scene is like Jackie Chan meets the UFC meets Street Fighter. So there's a little bit of Hadouken, Shoryuken, and a little bit of realistic fighting because I used to do mixed martial arts. And really, though, I love when creativity comes into play. So you see mangoes being used as weapons, old Nintendo classic stuff being used as weapons, and it all just comes together in a big fight scene in this point, this climax where the hero takes on his fight to take on this Mango Thief, which defines his next journey as someone who's fighting crime, as who wants to become a law enforcement officer.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you about your movie, and hopefully the internet will see it.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Go check it out. TheMangoThief.com.
Someone robbed you,
Yes, he stole $15 worth of mango.
and you said he took your car too, right?
Oh yeah, that too.
Some people might think that's more important.
I'm giving you $100 and you want to use 15 on mangoes? Where are your priorities? And groceries